யாரும்
இதான் நான் சொல்றேன் சார். ஓகே ஓகே சார்.
the meeting is being
நான் லைன்ல நானும் வந்துட்டேன்.
சரி.
உங்க பேசுறது கேக்குது.
ரைட்.
நான் இப்ப செல்வராஜ் பேசுறேன் சார்.
ரைட் சார். ஓகே. தேங்க்யூ. லைவ் வந்துருச்சா? அதான் அது ரைட்டு.
நம்ம நீங்க பேசுறது அன்மியூட்ல தான் சார் இருக்கு. பேசினா அங்கே கேட்கும். ஸோ அவங்க எப்படி பார்த்து ஆரம்பிச்ச மாதிரி தான் நமக்கு ரிசீவ் ஆகும்.
அன்மியூட் பண்ணி வச்சிருக்காங்கல்ல. இது வச்சிருந்தேன். இதுனா அதோட இது பண்ணணும், பேர் பண்ணணும். வேற சாம்சங் வேண்டாம், இதே இருக்கு. ஹெட்ஃபோனே குவாலிட்டியாக இருக்கும். இது ஆமாம் ப்ளூடூத்.
அதுக்கப்புறம் நம்ம ஐடி பாஸ்வேர்ட் அதான் நம்ம மீட் கொடுக்குறோம் அப்படின்னா நம்ம ஷெடியூல் கொடுக்கணும். ஷெடியூல் நம்ம ஜாயின் தான் பண்ணணும். ஏன்னா
அவங்க தான் ஆரிஜின், அவங்க அலோவ் பண்ணணும். சோர்ஸ் வந்து அவங்க இப்போ.
ஆமாம் சோர்ஸ்.
அதனால தான் Good evening, Rajendran sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Good
Welcome,
evening,
sir.
sir.
Welcome, sir. Very after
Vanakkam,
long time
sir.
meeting.
Vanakkam, sir. Vanakkam.
I remember you when you delivered a talk in physical mode at our IEI conference
Yes,
hall.
yes,
I
sir.
remember.
Yes, sir.
2015.
Unga nariya pera I remember very well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Rasha sir, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Lakshman sir, Rinal Rai sir, Samidar sir, everyone, good evening. Good evening. Very much welcome. Sir. I also met you at Lions Club Tanjavur when you were awarded as a best engineer. I was there.
Right, sir. Right, sir. I remember. Correct, correct. I remember you.
Chairman there. Actually, I did not meet you, but I heard about lecture on the day.
Okay, right, sir. Right, sir. Very nice.
So all the lectures were
Rajendran, I am Harsha.
Hello, sir. Sir, good evening, sir. How are you, sir? After a long time listening
Yeah.
to your voice.
Right.
Sir, good evening, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Very happy. Looking forward to your lecture.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. இது வந்து ரொம்ப நாளா I have been giving for the past about 5 years. Only after this Ponniyin Selvan, this has become very popular now.
Yeah. Ponniyin Selvan triggered about Rajaraja Solo's work.
Yes, sir. Mani Ratnam has done a big service to Tanjavur.
Right.
You know, Tanjavur has become totally regenerated now. You have a lot of visitors. Friday evening it starts and it goes up to Sunday evening. A lot of visitors from different places.
I happened to visit his some 2 months back, September. I visited his Samadhi, sir. But such a great person, it's a small way the Samadhi is.
There are some historians differ in this. They don't. Some people say it is different place. But anyway, it's more a technical side, not the historians.
Okay.
I take more care on the architecture and engineering, not.
Yes.
Now mine, I have been watching, I have been seeing Big Temple throughout my 60 years. Every time I enter, I get a new feel, new thing I see.
Really, it's a wonder, marvelous wonder. In our nearby area, we have a wonder.
Sir, we should be proud of that. You know, the whole world wonder. Somehow it's missed it. Okay.
This will start at 5:35, sir. People are joining.
Very good, sir. See, I don't have any problem. I'm ready. I've been waiting for you. And I'm more worried about the technical side because I'm not very familiar with this technical things. I have an assistant. I know the system management. He is with me. He has connected all these things. Even though it is a very simple thing, I get jittery when it goes out of.
Ashman, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Welcome.
Good evening, sir. I'm seeing you.
So Lakshman was secretary when I was chairman. 2016-18, he was my secretary.
Oh, very
so
good.
He only made again a connection with you now.
Right, sir. Right, sir. About the நல்ல விஷயங்கள் எப்படியாவது நடக்கும் sir. Once you think about it, that will happen.
Right.
இது ஒண்ணுமில்ல, எனக்கு வந்து I'm very proud to be a Tanjurian. நான் இந்த இடத்துல இருந்துகிட்டு டெக்னிக்கலி பாலகுமார் கூட சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தார். ஏன்னா அவரு எழுதுறப்ப அவரோட one of his articles he has mentioned about my name. அந்த உடையார்ல 7th volume 6th volume.
Right, sir.
அதுல வந்து நிறைய we coincided with a lot of his
people who are waiting in the YouTube, they say they are not able to get connection and all.
No, they can come Zoom download and enter the meeting number, passcode. They can come inside, sir.
Will it not in YouTube it will not come because we have given predominantly YouTube link only we have given.
No, link okay, that is okay. But if you want to participate in Zoom, they can come enter the Zoom, download Zoom. In the net, if you put the Zoom, it will get download. It will from the downloading, we have to enter the meeting number.
That's how I have come. But we have given predominantly YouTube link only we have given.
The Marimuthu and Rajesh tell YouTube link, YouTube also they can see it's in Rajesh and Marimuthu.
No, because they are saying since you are given.
I'll just talk to you.
बाद में चालू हुआ
Doctor அவங்க என்ன சொல்றாங்கன்னா the meeting has not yet started, the start ஆன அப்புறம் கிடைக்கும்ங்கறாங்க. அப்படி இல்லைன்னா நீங்க வந்து Zoomனு போட்டுட்டு போட்டாங்கன்னா இந்த you have to write down the code and this thing. இதுல கொஞ்சம் வெயிட் பண்ணி பாருங்க டாக்டர் வரதான்னு பாருங்க. எனக்கு I told the organizers சொன்னேன் YouTubeல my friends are waiting and they are not able to get you now. The meeting has not started, it will the moment it starts it will come அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க.
Rajendran sir, shall we start? Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, sir. I'm ready, sir.
Yeah, we'll start the program, sir. Let other people join.
Okay.
Happy good evening to everyone. Today we have an interesting topic, that is relevance of traditional construction technique in the modern context, the big temple. The Tanjavur, the big temple was constructed by the King Rajaraja Chola about 1000 years back. It is a marvelous and wonder how the big temple was constructed without the modern tools of today with a high degree of accuracy. The topic is going to be delivered by an eminent speaker, engineer S. Rajendran, consulting engineer Mrs. Adi Parasakti and associates, architectural civil consultants, creative designers and valuers, Tanjavur. He is an excellent person. I happened to hear his talk when I was secretary from the 2014 to 16. He delivered a talk in physical mode regarding Tanjavur temple. Really, he told one point, 90 tons of each pillar, how they brought there. And really, still I remember from his talk. I also happened to hear his talk in the Tanjavur Lions Club meeting, where I am also Lions Club member, where he is awarded as Best Engineer Award for his contribution to the society. I also happened to see his house construction for my friend Mr. Sendil, AGM of BHL at Kailash Nagar. Without using concrete. There is another thing, his services I saw it. So this is today's speaker is now many of the positive points we can go on telling. We have such a great engineer who is with us today. First of all, we thank you, sir, for accepting invitation to deliver the lecture to our members.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. It's
we
my
also
pleasure.
welcome you, sir, to our platform.
It's my
Today's
pleasure.
talk is organized by the IEI Tiruchirappalli Local Center in association with Safety Quality Forum of IEI New Delhi, Computer Society of India Tiruchirappalli chapter, the Indian Institute of Welding Tiruchirappalli branch, the Indian Welding Society Southern Zone, the Indian Institute of Metals, that is Trichy chapter, Indian Institute of Industrial Engineering Trichy chapter, and Indian Society of Non-District Testing Trichy chapter, Kumari Arivial Paravai. The IEI conduct regular weekly Tuesday program for the past 3 decades without stopping. That's what. And before the pandemic, it was physical mode. It was conducted in our Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Hall, which is situated in BHL 3000 acres campus, which was given by the great leader, our former chief research, the K. Kamraj. You have to remember him every time. After the pandemic, we switched over to the virtual mode. This is the 152nd program of virtual mode. Our IEI aim is to share the emerging and latest technologies to our members, our students, faculties, professors, industry experts, and to our society in a free mode. Our IEI TLC boundary is from Karur, Ariyalur, Perambalur, Pudukkottai up to Nagapattinam, excepting Tanjore. We have about more than 2,500 corporate members, 7,000 student members, and we have an auditorium of 300 seating capacity where we conduct our workshops, seminars, conferences, convention, etc. We have a library hall that is situated in the first floor of our lecture hall with 4,000 books for the benefit of our members. We have a chairman secretary room and office room for our purpose. As IEI India, we have about 250,000 corporate members with 125 state and local centers. Our IEI aim is to propagate the latest technologies to our society. So with this introduction about IEI and other professional bodies, we are the role model to all more than 10 professional bodies housed by BHL campus, and we conduct regular programs. With this brief introduction, I call upon Engineer Madhuramani, our first chairman of Indian Institute of Industry Engineering, to introduce the speaker to the audience. Over to Mr. Engineer Madhuramani.
Good evening to everybody, sir. On behalf of Indian Institute of Industry Engineering, Trichy chapter, and other professional bodies who are engaged today in this program, I am happy to welcome the senior most architect of our Tamil Nadu, Engineer Sri S. Rajendran sir. His father is an IAS officer. He is Mr. Subramaniam, U. Subramaniam. So our Rajendran has got his BE Civil Engineering degree from Regional Engineering College of Trichy during 1975. He did his PG diploma in valuation. He is having an office at Coimbatore in the name of Gravity Architecture and Engineering. Professional experience from 1975 to 76. He worked as a site engineer at Kalpakkam Atomic Power Project with ECC, an arm of L&T. During 1976 to 87, he worked in Highways Department of Tamil Nadu government as assistant engineer. From 1987 to 1994, consulting engineer and valuer and associate of architect under the control of Mr. P.G. Sivakumar. From 1994 onwards till 2015, he is practicing as a civil engineering consultant, valuer, and a specialist in cost-effective technology, handling construction work of old temples, churches, mosques, and heritage buildings. So, former panel valuer of TAIC, LIC, SBI, IOB, Central Bank of India, and many other banks and financial institutions. So he is a visiting faculty in various technical institutions. He is a regular visitor to NIT Trichy, CARE School of Architecture, Tayanur Trichy, Periyar Maniamai University, Vallam, Prime Nest College of Architecture, Sirugunur, and so many institutions. So he is a highly resourceful person. As a resource person, he is AICTE sponsored training programs all over Tamil Nadu since 1990. So PWD, Government of Tamil Nadu Staff Training Institute, Bannariamman College of Engineering and Technology, Kumaragurbaran College of Technology, etc. So he is a resource person for in these institutions. As far as his professional activities and memberships are concerned, he is a member, Heritage Screening Committee, HRNCE, under the control of Government of Tamil Nadu, related to Tanjavur, Tiruvallur, Nagapattinam, Viluppuram, and Kadalur districts. He is a fellow of Institution of Valuer, FIV. He is a fellow of Indian Geotechnical Society, FIGCS. He presented a number of technical papers in various seminars and workshops throughout India and abroad. So visited a number of countries like US, UAE, Singapore, Malaysia, China, Australia, and New Zealand. He got a number of awards from Government of Tamil Nadu and other institutions. With this brief introduction, I am handing over the session to Selvaraj sir. Not audible, sir. Selvaraj sir, now you are.
Sir, your mic is muted.
Selvaraj sir, your
Comment.
Selvaraj sir. Something wrong.
Please unmute your mic, Selvaraj.
Oh, Harsha sir.
Now we are able to hear.
Hello, Harsha. Harsha sir. Yeah. Now move on to the session is handed over to Rajendran sir for his delivery, sir. Over to Mr. Rajendran sir.
Thank you, sir.
Rajendran.
Thank you, sir. Well, center. Sir, with the humble prayers to my Guru, I wish you all a pleasant good evening, sir. எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம். இப்போ நான் வந்து relevance of கேக்குதா சார்? Audible? Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir. You are very much audible, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Right, sir. I have taken this title as relevance of traditional construction techniques in the modern context. It is actually what our forefathers have done. Only now we are doing it, especially the precast technology. I'll come to it later. In the end of my lecture, I'll be showing some of the modern constructions and how it was done early. So those things. See, the laws governing the construction of structure do not change with the passing of years or centuries. They are the basic laws of nature. எப்போதுமே fundamental principles has not changed, sir. எல்லாம் same. மேல இருக்கிற building வந்து structure to stay at the same position, you have to support it. And if the thing is not supporting, is not possible, you have to hang it. That's the thing is happening. See, this is the person we have to first, we must pray to him. He is Rajarajan. This statue was missing for so long, and they brought it back to India about 4 years back. This is Rajarajan's original sculpture, bronze statue. It was from his days. See, the Rajarajan had the great, the architects. The topmost, the chief architect's name is Kunjaramalla Rajaraja Perundachan, and his assistants, two assistant architects, Nithya Vinoda Perundachan and Kandaraditya Perundachan. There you can see the name of the second architect, Nithya Vinoda Perundachan. Daily you'll do something new. And the Kunjaramalla Perundachan, Rajaraja Perundachan is the chief architect who gives shape to the Rajarajan's dreams. So only these three people are the people who are the reason for what we see now as one of the biggest monument and edifice by Rajarajan. See, the Rajarajan has given special place for all the sculptures. Here in this, you can see that Rajaraja Kunjaramallan, he has read Kunjaramallan Rajaraja Perundachan. Kunjaramallan Rajaraja Perundachan. It is in the temple wall, northwest of the wall. We could see this name. Like that, he has given for the remaining two people also, the due credit he has given it. See, this is a beautiful scene. This temple with the whole campus. You can see, rare to see this angle. This whole length is about 300 meters. And this width is about 120 meters. So 120 by 300 meters, this campus. This is the main entrance, the second entrance, this is the Nandi Mandapam, and this is the front Mugapu Mandapam, and then the Sanctum Sanctorum. This is the Amman, this is the Nadarajar Sannidhi, and this is the Amman Sannidhi. Then this is Ganesh Sannidhi, and this is Murugan. So initially, there was only one, this alone. This Nandi, what it is now, it's not so big initially. It was a very small Nandi, which is a replica of the one which is at the top. 8 Nandis are there at this place. One of that thing, the same size. Nayaks did that thing. Nayaks did this construction. Everything is done by Nayaks. See, this is the original one. This is from different angle. This was the original. This is not the original. This is later. This is the original. And this Nadaraja and these things are original. See the temple geometry. This has been arrived by the French architects around 1980. When they visited here, did the whole drawings, measured drawings, they did it. And see the geometry in this. This is 60 meters height. So 60, if you make an arc, it comes to this 120 meters here. 120 by 120. 120 by 120. The diagonals meet at a point Sanctum Sanctorum. That's the thing. And another diagonal square, same square, 120 square. The diagonals meet at a point where the Nandi Mandapam is there. And look at this. The center line passes through this second entrance. And here, the second entrance, the third diagonal, third square, half the square, that is the western side, the front entrance. This is, they call it Keralandahan Boil. This is about 110 feet height, 5 tiers. And this is 78 feet height. This is 2 tiers. And look at this, the western wall of the thing, the center line section. So this is 60, this is 240, 300 meters. And look at this, where it goes. From here to here, this drawing. And from here to here, it goes up to that. This is 360 meters. But see the geometry here. We call it modular coordination. That way they have done it. How they did it, we don't know. How they calculated, everything we don't know. No, we are not able to bring it to that. Decipher that. See, this is a mandapam in the front. This is done by Marathas. And this fortification all done by, outer fortification wall is done by Marathas. And this is the place, and this is the first tower. We go for Keralandahan Vahil. We go for the thing. See, this is the second entrance seen from the first entrance. We'll go one by one. See, you are entering. They say many things about big temple. They say it is the shadow doesn't fall, all those shadow falls. Lot of misinterpretations are there. The actual wonder is not, revealed outside. The first beauty, the wonder is the door jamb, the stones, door jamb, we call it, Nelaikal. This is about approximately, including the piece which is hidden, it will be around 40 feet, 39 to 40 feet. This, when they brought it, that should have been about 5 feet by 5 feet. Now the existing one is 4 by 4 square and vertically positioned. This acts like a door jamb, Nelaikal, and this is toughest spot. How they brought it. This type of stones are available in 2 places. One is Nathamalai and another one is Kolli Hills. This variety of granite. So either from Kolli Hills or from Nathamalai. We are not able to decipher in. Still we are contemplating. So this is the stone which is placed vertically. How they brought it and placed it vertical. It's a wonder. The whole thing, the whole construction took about nearly 6.5 years. That's all. They were able to complete this, and that too, in the daytime only they would have done it, because no electrical lights, no power lights and all. They would have done it only from morning 6 to evening 6. You see, they have done it. See, look at this. This is the grammar of any temple. See, this starts from Vargavarigal. See, from one to height. This, they take it as an unit height. And in this, the 13 feet is it is considered as a vital unit here. So maybe this is about 6.5 feet and above that. And you see a lot of bubbles like thing in the stone. See, this is nothing but when a stone arrives at a place, arrives at the site when during that construction, the junior sculptors would have done all this thing, dressing, partial dressing, leaving this projection. Like that, they would have done it on 4 sides of the stone, not 5 sides, bottom and the sides. So once they stack another stone, one will have a ball, another one will have a socket inside. So they would have kept it together so that the lateral movement is arrested. And here the stones are not in a straight line, mind you. This is, we call it polygonal joint. It is not straight. We'll be showing it later wherever it comes. See, look at this. The wide spaces are connected or completed, or they made it straight by using the carbelling technique. Many people say carbelling is a British thing. No, it is, we have done it. I mean, Rajarajan has done it. It's a carbelling of stones, and that reduces the span here. It will go on ready. See that stones, it is not in straight line. Look at this, or wherever the joints are there, see that. So the carbelling is done. Carbelling is to reduce the span at the top. Once it comes to the regular span, they'll use a normal stone to place it over that. See, this one beauty is they have placed the stones and then they have carved it. That's what everybody says about the speciality here. It is not chiseled and placed. It is kept on the thing and then chiseled. So imagine the quality of the craftsman. Must be a first class. I mean, not less than that. If they make a mistake here, you cannot. You have to remove the whole thing and do it. So that's not the way they would have done it. They have done it with total precision and accuracy. So this is what, just to show that I have given you. And look at this. This is another beauty. This is a cantilevered stone. This has got the basic principles of 2/3 inside, 1/3 outside. See this, up to this thickness must have been from here to here up to this. This is a separate stone. So they have placed it and then they have dressed it. They have removed this negative spaces. They have removed this here up to this. So this is placed 2 stones like that, and then they have placed on over the cross. This is, we call it Pavukal or Uttram in Tamil. So this is placed over that. This is a cantilever, you can say, edge to support this. And here you see one stone of this size, another stone of another size, and this. All these 3 stones are placed on this cantilever. And see the counterweight over it. That is kept, further materials are kept over it so that it stands without any jerk or anything. Mind you, here there is no mortar is used in between stones. No mortar for the whole construction. Here you could see cleanly see the stone goes up to that and then goes over, it comes here. So this is a single stone up to this. They have dressed it and removed it. This places. Look at this. This is to show you how the joints are polygonal joints. It's not straight. Nowhere it is straight. Not like what we do nowadays, using a thread in the edges where we make the brick or stone straight. Here it is not done. As and when comes, they have done it. And they have done, they saw to it, the side is dressed well. See, this is the way it is. This is the one, top one will have a ball, the bottom one will have a socket. The same way, see, like this, it gets fixed. Once it is fixed, see the top portion, the another stone comes and sits on it. That mild dressing would have done it. I mean, they would have done the dressing like this. So that takes care of the lateral movement. See, there is no mortar in between. Any time of thing, any natural calamity, nothing will happen to this. See, look at the British when they took over. when Sarkozy was here, when Sarkozy's period, British took over, and they have reduced the opening here. Can you see that the original was like this? Big stone is somewhere here. They have reduced the opening by providing a block, I mean, something like pieces of arch, and then to have a safety door at the top so that nobody could climb here and then come through that. For a safety, they have used, this is a buttress, arch buttress, they have done it. And now we are going to the second entrance. Second entrance, watch this. This is a Dwarabalaka, we call it. This is about 13 feet in height. This is from here, it is about 18 feet to the top. And this has got four, I mean, he has got 4 hands and 2 legs. The one leg is resting on a gada, a weapon. So we will go nearer to him and see what is. See, look at this. This art, we call it surrealism. That is, what is not in nature, they give a surrealism. Realistically, they will give a complete composition like that so that they can understand what it should be, the scale understanding. Look at this, this left foot is like this, right foot is over the gada, and one arm is resting on the gada, one is warning, Darjanya Mutra, we call it, Bharatanatyam Mutras only. This one, Viswamayam, and this is somewhere here, he shows this direction. So the person inside is a great person, go carefully. That's what is warning. And you know, the gada, there is a snake winding over it, and he's trying to swallow an elephant. The snake is here, is trying to swallow an elephant. Then imagine the elephant size, actual elephant size, and imagine the snake, it is winding on his foot, and imagine his height. It should be approximately, by this calculation, comparative calculation, that he should be around 160 feet height. So he says the person inside is a great person, go carefully. He's warning. Dwarabalaga. See, underneath, you see lot of panels. Lot of panels. These panels, each panel depicts a epic of our old epics. In this, there is one Meenakshi Sundareswarar Kalyanam is there. And another this Kannappa Nayanar story is there. And then the Pittikkaman Sumandha, I mean, all the epics are done in small panels. Small panels. The panels of about 1 foot width, and then each statue will be about 1 by 1 or 1 by 15, 1 by 1 and a quarter, like that only. This epics is for the people to understand that those times there were no movies, no TVs. So they'll bring the children, old people bring their children, grandparents, and explain all these things by showing them this. See, this is another side. This, why I'm showing you, just see that. See the here. Look at this. Each has got its thing. There is a Arjuna and they fight. See, look at that. And each one tells about a story. So they'll explain to the kids. See, look at this. This is Radhi Manmadan. Here it is there. And Kannappa Nayanar's thing is here. So every epic is, see, look at this. It's called, we call it bas relief. Partially projected outside. And the size is very small. See the human scale here and imagine this. This will be about 1 foot or so. That's all. 12 inches. And all these things are placed on the, carved on the wall. And this is something like what we call it storyboard writing. What the cinema people do it now, storyboard writing. And even the cartoons, what we get as a cartoons. Look at this. This is a storyboard. For Tupaki, a scene is depicted by the art director. The director will say the sequence, and the art director will give a drawing, painting drawings like this in panels, and the director will choose the props, materials, all those things. He'll approve it. So this is the storyboard writing. I can say very well the storyboard writing must have started from here only. The panels, stone panels. Look at this. This is a cartoon. phantom contour. The phantom contour, you see, this is a bubble. A 5-year-old kid understands if this is a bubble, he is thinking. And if there is an arrow, he talks. This is a bubble, he thinks. So this way, it is the cartoons are depicted. Even in sometimes one frame to the next frame, they'll say after 50 years, the kid is able to travel along this. That's a beautiful thing. So the comics also, origin of comic also, I can say from here only. Now we are getting into the entrance. We are going inside. This is a Nandi Mandapam. This Nandi Mandapam is like, it's a freestanding column, not the columns what we do from down below the ground about 3 feet or 4 feet, that is 1.5 meter or something with a footing, and then footing comes, there's a great beam, all those things we have. Here, see this, it stands on a stone on this, that's all. And over this, there is a bed block. We'll see it much more closer. Over this, there is a bed block. Over the bed block, there is a beam. This is a beam. Over the two beams, one side column, this column, over the beam, over that we put across small slabs, small pieces of slab. Small means width will be about 45 centimeter to 60 centimeter. The slabs to a length of about 10 to 12 feet, 10 feet maximum is placed over it. That they call it Pavukal. And this is Uttram, this is Thun, and this is a Podigal, they call it, bed block. It's a placed one or the other, but simply by gravity it stands. This is done by Nayaks about 650 years back. Still intact without any small crack, it's there. See the beauty of our construction technology. We have done it 650 years back. Now when RCC, when a person does an RCC column, there will be a shift. He loses the verticality, they miss it with all the equipments they have. That time they had only the plumb bob. Look at this, the foundation. I happened to see the foundation of Dharasuram, and here I didn't see it personally, but it is a confirmation through the ASI people. See, this depth of the foundation is only 1.5 meters. And here the stones are arranged in such a way, each stone will be about 60 centimeters width and 40 centimeter or 45 centimeter to a length of about 12 feet or 10 feet like that. It is placed in one direction at the bottom, and then at the second, the opposite direction on the second layer, third layer, like that they had 5 layers or something over it. The whole thing is done, excavated and placed it like that. We call it raft in the modern construction. The whole raft is the RCC raft. We do it in a machinery, huge machinery and workshop area where the vibrations, all those things are there. We do it that way. So that is the way the big temple foundation is there. And the one thing, strange thing is the bottom, it rests on a lime deposit. The whole place is where the big temple is located is a lime deposit. It's resting on a lime deposit. Great. How they found out the lime was available there? No idea. What principles they had, what methodology they had, we don't know. So this is a beautiful thing about that. And look at this. This whole structure, it has got two walls, corridors. We'll go to it later. It's a hollow out to this neck. Grivam, they call it, neck. So this is hollow. It is like an inverted tumbler. That is one of the reasons the wind velocity, nothing affects that. The shape itself takes care of all the wind, later the seismic. We don't have any seismic thing because they have located in such a level, such a place, it is protected by all these things. Look at this, it is in the corbelling system. It has got a peg there and a ball and socket principle. We had worked for a PhD for somebody, we had worked for the shear force diagram, and in that we found out the load which comes is only 47.4 tons per meter square, whereas the soil stability is about 162 tons per meter square. Unbelievable science. They knew it, they had done it. That's a beautiful thing in that. I don't know how they did it, what calculations they did, we don't know. Look at this. This is the temple plan, sanctum sanctorum plan. The inner portion is about 11 feet inner portion. And then there is about 3.96, not 3.96, 3.3 something. And this is a 6 feet corridor all around. And this is a 13 feet width. Sorry, inner is 13 feet, 6, and then outer is 11. It's a concentric squares. This is placed on that. The sanctum sanctorum inside is 26 feet, 26 feet, 26 feet square. Only the northeast is about 1 inch more than the other sides. Beautiful. This I was lucky enough to get a place. Get a chance to be there during that Kumbhabhishekam period. I was in charge of the sanctum sanctorum and Yagasala. So I was able to see them frequently, go inside and do when I took that measurements of all. So this is how the plan of that. This is 100 feet outside, 100 by 100. Look at this, how the things. So this is the backside. Behind that, the compound wall where it has got a corridor. There was a corridor above that also, where the royal family used to see. That has been devastated during the invasion. So they've removed at the top, it was removed. So the ground portion, it is there. Look at this, the wall. It comes at a point where this is about nearly 15 to 18 feet width at the top. And the whole load gets comes to this point. From there, it gets distributed from two sides. That's a beauty. And they are constructed the lingam, they have placed the lingam first and then they have done the construction all wrong. Look at this. This is 11 feet wall thick and this is a 13 feet thick. So this is a 6 feet corridor inside. Look at this. This is this goes and joins in a corbelling portion. It goes. This is a corbel. This is another drawing. The French architects, they've done it. See, there is a big false thing. This is a single stone and all. It's not a single stone. It's pieces only, about 8 pieces. So it is assembled. Single stone bringing to this level is very highly impossible. And even if they say it come from about 10 kilometers from Sarapulam, where we have to cross 4 rivers. If that is the case, over the river bringing this is a big problem. So they'd have done it only on this thing. It's a pieces only. When it reaches there, the center comes very zero level, it comes on the top, corbelling. So in the end, it's something like a semi-spherical shape inside. So that they had 2 floors, one ground floor, first floor and second floor, they had it. It was again devastated by the invasion. They've removed it. They have pushed out, they have demolished this. Once this started falling, that has broken the sides. You can see that in the next. See the corbelling inside. See the sanctum sanctorum wall, western side wall, how it is not straight. And you see at the top, the wooden thing. That is, they close it with the wooden planks over it. So look at this. The things fallen from top has broken this. And IEI wanted to repair that, and later by the historians and the archaeological conservators, they said it is against the principle. Leave it as it is. If a monument should be left as it is, and it should be maintained well. That's all. So that otherwise we will forget about the invasion. Not to forget or anything, but. Why should he repair it and introduce a new material, which is the life of that age of that material will be much less than this. So there won't be any proper joints. It won't join. It will have a separate crack of separation. So these things are, they stopped it. IEI stopped it. And look at this. After placing all the stones, they had marked and then drawn the inscription. The whole temple is full of inscriptions. Rajarajan has maintained a beautiful, a fantastic bank system and documentation. Is whoever contributed for this temple their names have been written here. These names have been carved. So he has not left anybody in that. See some of this again details. Detailed drawing, tongue and groove. See, this is nothing but our Lego, kids play with the Lego toys. This is something like that. Freely pressed one over the other and then placed it. And joints are like this, tongue and groove. And this is again, this is interlocking joints, stones. This is a plan. Mind you, this is a plan. This is a plan. And look at this, you could see the simple example of this. See, there is no kind of mortar in between. It's placed on or the position perfectly. If you want to remove it, start from top. Remove it, again replace it. Number it, replace it. That's how the big temples, old temples are repaired. See, this is, if this is west, we put in this number from top 1, 2, 3. You'll start one direction from south to north like this. It will come clockwise direction, numbering from starting from top to bottom. Then it will be placed like that same distance. When they repair, after completion of the repair, they will stack it again. See, coming to this, see the look at that. I said this is a freestanding column. One thing I noticed in some other places, not here in this temple, some other place, they pour molten lead in the caps. Once they pour a molten lead, that flows very freely inside, and actually it stays wherever the ball or socket, all those things are there. It flows over it, and even a small depression in the stone, the lead sheet gets into it. So it will be like what you call it, something like in engines we use cork, gasket, something like a gasket, lead gasket. It doesn't allow the stone to slip. It stays there. And up to this single stone. Above this, this is a single stone. This is a separate stone. In between cross. Done it. Very simple. The technology. Now the same thing has come back to India through German technology. We call it image, and they are doing it. I will see it later. See, this entrance is done by Marathas later, much later, about 250 years back. That's why they have not spoiled the wall inscriptions. They have used these arches like that. And a very simple thing to enter here. Here there is a cantilever, the sunshade, Kodungai in Tamil we call it. But see the angular, see it is in the straight direction. It is straight, this is angular, deviation. It is something stands with the angular friction. Probably your mechanical engineers can understand better. See the corner is like this. It is 45 degrees. It's slightly less, and it goes to center. Here also it goes to the center. Everything is an independent material. It is not connected. You can see it is freestanding with a counterweight inside. And it is, it's not connected with mortar. It's not leaking also. See, to remove the weight of that, they have done it something like a woodwork. The inside they have carved it. See, look at this. This is one panel. From here to here, one panel. Look at this. They have done it. Beautiful. If you go, and every time I go there, I spend hours there sitting underneath and watching it, how they have done it, all those things. Remarkable. This should have been one of the world wonders, or a bad thing. I mean, our poor documentation couldn't get that. See, look at this. How they have removed it. This is a joint from here to here. Straight joint only. Look at this. Still openings are there. This is 7 feet from 2.1 meter minimum distance cantilever. Unbelievable. See the 45-degree line. How this column supports. Look at the next one. See the column. This is a column to reduce the cantilever length. This comes up, the support comes up to this. So only the minimum cantilever here, and there is a beam. Over the beam, it is using that as a fulcrum. This cantilever stands with the counterweight at the back. The whole thing is at the back. It's a simple single unit, three put together one unit. So they had placed like something like an assembly in your mechanical engineering. They made it separately, assembled it. So perfect. See, this is a drawing for that. I had done it and sitting there and using. Look at this. Look at the distance and see the plan, how it is angled. So the inside will be straight. So this stands on angular friction. Nothing can fall. Look at this. You all are engineers. That's why I'm showing this. This is a very important thing, how the construction things, they have done it. Look at the massing they have done. Say this one level, from here to here, one level, it comes here, the water drips, and the next level goes below so that the water comes through that and falls. Look at how they have done it. The modern architects, they do that. One side, if the thing is down, they bring it. The next one, they'll end it at the top. But similar technique have been followed 1,000 years back. Look at this is what you call it, Udumbu. It's a type of a lizard. This famous for holding it tight, I mean the grip. This signifies the belief in this is wherever they place it, this doesn't allow the evil things to go up. That stops. That's a belief we have done it. See, look at this. This was the entrance used initially by the people here. Only this is southern side entrance, and when you get inside, there's a Dwarabalaga. The Dwarabalaga. Look at this Dwarabalaga will be very good. Look at this. They have broken this. When this place was used as a barracks for French army and Danish army, they practiced shooting practice on these things. They've broken it. Look at this. See the elephant. So half swallowed, but the hind legs are inside, and that is dead. That's why it hangs. Look at this. This is surrealism. This art is called surrealism. See, surrealism, they say it is only European system of drawing art that developed during the First World War. After First World War, it started surrealism. But look at this, 2,000 years, 1,000 years back, Rajarajan has done it. Look at this elephant, dead, sagging, the trunk, foot, everything. See, this is they say from Europe, Salvador Dali, Spanish artist who's a cranky man. After the World War I, around the 30s, he started a movement called surrealism. And surrealism, he has done like this, a turtle over that, an elephant over that, Manhattan buildings. Is it possible? No, it is only in imagination you see that. See the Sydney Opera tied over an elephant. See the elephant legs, it's miles higher. So this is an art which is called surrealism, and that has been developed during after 1930s. They say father of surrealism is this, and I'll say father of surrealism is Rajaraja Kunjaramalla Perundachan. That's a credit. I mean, we have to give the credit to him. Look at this. This, they had a floor from here, connecting the floor. We could see the remains of that at the top also. See, once they fix this Ghoshtangal, we call it the niches. Once the niches are placed, that means the whole construction must have been over, completed. So then only they'll place the niches. So here also the niches are there, here it is not there. They've removed it, demolished it, and later Nayaks did the repair. Luckily, Nayaks didn't disturb the original concept of the construction. They had done it without very simple way of repairing it. You could see still this edges. Here in this floor, every day they used to be in the twilight, in the evening, when the sun was setting, the West dancers used to dance from there and shower flowers on the Shiva. That was rituals they had followed. that place was devastated. See, look at this. This was again the drawings from the French architects. See, this myself, Kodavail Balasubramaniam, he is a great scholar of Chola dynasty, authority in Chola dynasty. I used to learn a lot of things from him. I used to accompany him wherever he goes. Through him only, I mean, this I did the drawing for him. So as he said, I had done it. And this is the floor. The completed floor must have been like this. See this, that has fallen from there. It has fallen, broken all the sides, detailing. See, this is how they do it. They place solid stone and then sketch over it with a ochre, then sculpt it. They do the sculpture, say like this. This is how the great sculptors used to do that. See, this is as per Kodavail Balasubramaniam, Parandagar. Shiva is dancing, and there is a Yama is chasing Manigandan, Markandeya, and Markandeya, a small kid, goes and hugs the lingam. This is a very simple scene, but see with a close-up, you see how ferocious the Yama is. Look at this. He's in stone. They've done it. This is about 10 inches only. This is only 10 inches. 10 inches by about 8 or something. 10 by 11 by 10 or something. Look at this. He's hugging. He's hugging so tight there is no gap. You see the flesh tenting. I mean, just a bulge of the flesh. See the arm, how he's holding. When you hold it like that, your shoulder will be like this only. See the bulge in that. See, these things, they have done it so well. Markandeya hugging the lingam and Yama chasing. Then Shiva interferes and kills Yama. That is the place where we say Trikadayo. See, this is done by Nayaks. Later, look at this spouts. This is a tub with resting on 4 line heads. The single tub carved. See the jolly, stone jolly, not RCC, stone jolly, and see the statue so small. Mahishasura Mardini. See the straightness, how straight it is. There was no theodolite, no total station, nothing there. They had done it. Look at this. Look at this again. Say all these are technically, we call it drip edges in modern construction. Look at the drip edge. The rainwater falls over it and drips here, drips here. The watermark is only here, not here. And other places, the watermark is not there because it runs off very fast. See here, the stagnation takes place. See, look at this. This is faced about nearly 4 or 10 years of painting. After painting, you see this. Look at the scale. This is about 13 feet. The colosseum is 13 feet pinnacle. And then it is a pieces, not a single stone. And you see 8 bulls here. That was the bull which they had, one of the same size bulls of place, the Nandi Mandapam. I had an opportunity to climb up to this during 2011, August 31st. I climbed through this outside scaffolding and went up to it. I stood here. It was a great feeling. One of my very memorable moments of my life. I was standing here and I was calling my friend outside. I'm standing where the Rajarajan, the great King Rajarajan used to stand and see. Instantly, my son, my name is Rajendran, son of Rajarajan. So it is a great privilege for the thing to talk about him, to say something, to go over it and stand there and see. Beautiful. All these things are it's a divine gift. Look at this. See, this is Linga's detailed study. Rudra and Vishnu, Brahma. Brahma is a 4-sided square, and this is 8, and this is the 7. This is the way the Linga is constructed on this. Oh, hello. Any doubt? See, coming to this, there is, he has followed the, hello, yes, sir. Any doubt?
பெரிய கோயில் ஐயா கட்டி அந்த மாத்தாண்டிதான் ஜூம் மீட்டிங்.
Hello.
Sorry, Muthu Rajesh, please mute the people. There is a disturbance. Please go ahead, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Right, sir, this is a cantilever steps. Have you seen anywhere like this? It's, you see the stepped well and the stepped ponds in North India. See, the civic, rules are followed strictly. See, nowadays we do the houses up to the boundary level and then have the steps outside the municipal area. Here, look at this. He has got a steps here, which is a permissible length. This is about nearly less than 2 feet or something. This you climb up, go to this side, this side. It's a cantilever steps. Beautiful. This was done 1,000 years back. Can you imagine that? Look at that. This is the greatest thing. Another the wonder of this temple. See, he has got the northwest corner of the western side. He has got a outlet where he has got something like a sluice arrangement. You can put shutters in this inside. And when it rains heavily, they'll block it. Once they block it, see the groove inside. They'll put a wooden plank inside. The water will stand here and they'll use the water to clean the temple and remove it. That goes to that, they made the water to reach a place called the Sivagangai Garden. What is Sivagangai Kulam? They named it after Shiva. That's, they considered temple as Shiva and rain as Ganges, and the water storing place is Kulam. They call it tank. So Sivagangai Kulam. That was done by Rajarajan. Rainwater harvesting 1,000 years back. We talk about that and we are forced to do that. What Rajarajan has done 1,000 years back. Imagine. Cholas were very famous for irrigation systems. And this is the thing, we worked on it. This must have been the only way to reach that to the top. See the helical thing, using ram, earth. They used to fill it with the earth inside. Each level, they'll be working from inside as well as outside. And once it reaches the top, it was like this. Inside also filled with the earth. Linga, they would have they would have done the pradishta before that. After that, they removed all the sand, soil from inside through this doors. The ramp, our typical overbridge ramp, the standard is 1 in 12. They would have done it. And we calculated that ramp, the ramp came about from here 600 feet only. So it is possible to maintain that ramp with the angle of repose of the soil. They have done it. They have done this. So this must have been the procedure to lift the materials and construct. Right. Say modern temples we built like this. Some other sculptures. This is the same system we follow what our forefathers have done. See, this is a beam. This is a bridge. Bed block over that stone. It stands on another stone. Freestanding. It is done like this. Modern temples are done. Modern temples with the traditional methods. Say coming back to the latest, modern, the present, the teamage. The teamage is from the German technology. They use all the Chennai silks buildings are done in this technique. You see, they up to foundation. They don't have any system. Regular precast, say they'll have a double rods up to this, all 36 mm, 32 mm or 36 mm double rods to a height of about 75 centimeter. And they have a precast, this type of beam columns. You see the column which is lying down with the rods over it, RCC rods, and the holes here on either side, 3 roll holes, where the rod comes from here, 6 rod. They pump, epoxy based, like araldite, something like they pump it. 3M paste, they pump it in high pressure and it stands. Over that, they put the beam, then the slabs. Everything is precast. This is nothing different from what Rajarajan did. The same columns, same bed block, or the bed block beam, or the beam slabs. Only the span was small because the stone was small. What they got was very small. About maximum the span of the length of the stone must have been around 12 feet. See the precast staircases. This is how they had the projection in the columns itself, so they used to place it. Wherever they had some other problem of height, they used steel eye sections. This is in image work in Chennai Silks. One of the Chennai Silks buildings at Tirupur. I have taken the photographs. See, look at the staircase. See the double rods, holes in the place for the double rods to fit. Here also 3. It is placed over there with a crane, the help of a crane. The only thing is, for the building they wanted to construct in this technique, you need an equal area of land outside. Somewhere either this side or left side or right side or front or back. Then only the crane used to, they place the crane there and shift it. This comes from Vellakoil. Near Vellakoil, there's a factory is there. T-Mage, it is a German technology. They do it. Look at the slab, how the slabs are placed. See, staircases are placed and slabs are placed and fill the, say this is the thing. They fill it with a screen, concrete over it. See this column, see the beam. Let's separate it. Look at this. Similar thing what we saw in Rajarajan's thing, the bed blocks, Podigal. Nearer to that. See, look at this. See, to keep the verticality, they use the jacks here. I mean, with the screws or side. This is the steel props we have, modern. Oh, without all these things, Rajarajan has done. Kunjaramalla Pirandachan. See, look at this. They're going to place the beam over it with the double rods. They place it over it and concrete it, grout it. That is why they are able to complete the whole structure in 90 days and start the business within 90 days. Just they fix the date and start the business on the date. And they do all the interiors, everything. Once the first floor is complete, ground floor interiors will be done. Once the first floor is completed, second floor, once they go to second floor, first floor work is completed, that they do it. See that. It has got double rods on the top for the slabs to rest. See the offset resist area. This is Chennai Silks building only. Say most of the foreign countries, when you go to a mall, you see these types of things only. All precast, done with something like a gantry girder in your workshop. The crane moves in this and lifts everything. See the T-beam, I mean the columns placed like this. Now coming to that, I've compared that with the modern construction technology, and our Periyakoil big temple construction is nowhere inferior to that, and the methods, the principles are same. Only the methods and period is so long. Hey, look at this, the shadow of the big temple. Everybody says shadow doesn't fall. The shadow falls. I took this about 25, 26 years back. I've done this. Look at this shadow. I stood there for nearly about 1.5 hours and took in different places. See, look at this. Everybody will, this is not a digital camera, SLR. That time I had only an SLR. I took that to this. Look at this. This is, they call it Grivam, Sigaram, and then Pinnacle, Kalasam over it. This is a very clear picture. Clear picture. You know why they call it in Tamil? Only the Tamil teachers have made it wrongly. They've understood wrongly and they've spread it. The Nedalsaya Gobram. They say in most of the Tamil textbooks it is there. I have informed Tamil Textbook Society. I mean the Textbook Society of Tamil Nadu. There was a minister in charge of that. He was luckily known to me. So I told him, don't do that. It is different. See, Uchi Veyilil Nidal Saya Gobram. Uchi Veyil means when the noon, 12 o'clock. This is Uttara Dakshinam, let's take from south to north sun travels. After 6 months, it comes to this point at 12 o'clock. Even the 6 months from here to here, here to here, 1 year, that time, the shadow doesn't fall outside at noon. Mind you, carefully I'm using that word at noon. It doesn't fall outside. That is the essence of that. So now coming to the thing, a 14th century building, height is about 55.86 meters. It is a world wonder because of human error. The subsoil exploration was done fully, and they missed something, and the soil gave way, and the building started sinking. They used pumping the technique concrete, and then they pushed here a lot of concrete and raised it. They brought it back to the original inclination. They could have even brought it back to the straight point, I mean vertical. But the local whole government and everybody felt we must keep that inclination, so that the original inclination, so that the tourists will visit here. Leaning Tower of Pisa. Look at this, the greatest edifice of human skill, but not a world, it's not a world wonder. See the difference, it's totally done with human skill and thing. The 10th century, this was the second tallest building. Tallest building was from wooden structure from Korea. Forget about the, pyramid. We are not considering pyramid as a structure here, because it is a tomb. So this is a thing. 60 meters high, 10th century. That was Leaning Tower of Pisa, 14th century. The human skill, look at that. So if you wish to control the future, study the past. So you take your children, tell them about this and explain to them, and there'll be some good structural engineers coming out of it. You can see they'll get inspired by this. So that is a great, it's a great honor for me to talk to you and tell about these things. And thank you very much. I think I'm coming to the conclusion of the speech. With this, I think I thank one and all, everybody who gave me a chance to share my experience. And I think I'm free, I'm ready to answer your questions. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Sir, I have concluded my thing.
Yes, sir. It was a wonderful talk, sir. Really enjoyed your talk. Thank you so much, sir, for spending your time with us. Really,
welcome, sir.
Go on minute details of Tanjai big temples and the work behind the excellent work behind that. Really, thank you so much, sir.
Welcome,
now the
sir.
session is open for questions. Our participants can ask questions to sir.
Sir,
sir.
I'm Shaktivel from Madurai Local Center.
Very good, sir. Sir.
This lecture was really very useful and very informative.
Thank you.
I think you have not touched the rainwater collection. You have told about the this thing. You have told about the drainage arrangements.
Now that is the rainwater harvesting only.
Okay. That rainwater harvesting.
That is the rainwater harvesting.
It is having an underground passage to the Sivanga.
Yes, sir. It is something like stones, gutter made of stones, and over that arched, over that another stone is laid. So it goes like a gutter. In a gutter it goes. They have some openings in selected places.
And another doubt I have, sir. Sorry for taking time.
Tell me,
see, there. Below the ground also there is a superstructure below. It is about 16 feet height.
No, sir, it is wrong, sir. Nothing is there.
Because they were telling like that. That's why.
Only the YouTube people, many give a lot of reason. They say, they compare that to Tanjore Talayati Bommai, where the equilibrium position, it is filled with sand so that it can move this way or that way. It is wrong, sir. Absolutely wrong, sir. There is no the structure is full of, as I said, full of stones only up to 1.5 meter depth only. It is resting on a lime deposit, because I have confirmed this with a geologist who is an advisor to most of the cement factories in Ariyalur, Chandrasekhar, one Dr. Chandrasekhar. He has said that it is a lime deposit. They have seen that what do you call it, photographs and aerial photograph, and they have done a survey that the deposit, where the deposits are, they have got it. They say it is below the big temple, the lime deposit is there. It's resting on a lime deposit. It is like he says, once the water content of the deposit reduces or goes down, it will slide like newspapers. But there is absolutely no chance of that. There is a river going adjacent to that. So there will be always water.
அந்த வெளியில உள்ள அலி வந்து வெளியில உள்ள அகழி அது வந்து லேட்டர் டெவலப்மெண்ட். அது
லேட்டர் ஒன்னே எல்லாம் லேட்டர் டெவலப்மெண்ட். அகழியில கொண்டு போய் இவங்க நம்ம கவர்மெண்ட்ல அந்த புதார் இதை விட்டுட்டாங்க, கிராண்ட் அணைக்கட் கெனால்ல அகழியில கொண்டு போய் விட்டுட்டாங்க. அது ஒன் வே பெட்டர். அகழியில இருக்க வாட்டர்னால தான் இது மெயின்டைன்ஸ், அந்த லைம் டெபாசிட் மெயின்டைன்ஸ் அட் வாட்டர் கன்சிஸ்டன்சி.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Lecture.
Welcome. Harsha, sir.
Yeah.
I want to come back to you.
Yeah, I must really thank the Institution of Engineers for having arranged this lecture.
Thank you, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Audible. It's I've been looking forward to, because when I came to know that Rajendran is going to deliver the lecture, I informed all my friends, and many of my friends are watching you through this video today. I'm really very, very happy. You have really touched upon the main thing, and the Perindachan. I was very
Kunjaramalla Rajaraja Perindachan.
Kunjaramalla
Rajaraja Perindachan.
Yeah, we must really
chief architect.
The chief architect. We must bow our head to him.
Yes, sir.
Great knowledge. And Rajendran, you have brought it beautifully. The precast techniques, how they have brought it, and the lead, what they have poured. They have that lead has made each joint absolutely seamless, so that the entire load gets passed on without creases of this thing.
The traditional method of doing it. Traditional method of doing it on every stone structure, they have done it. I've seen it. A lot of places.
It's a really wonderful lecture. I really enjoyed, and I like your final remark. If you wish to control the future, study the past.
Yes.
Really, I enjoyed.
Confucius. That was said by Confucius. I quoted it.
Yeah. Sometime we will meet Rajendran.
Definitely, sir. Thank you so much for listening. ஏன்னா நீங்க எல்லாம் இப்ப கேக்குறது வந்து அப்படி my message will reach further. அதுதான், it's good thing.
I really enjoyed your lecture. It was very, very informative.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It was a marvelous and wonderful lecture, sir. You have gone through the Tanjavur Big Temple. We have got an opportunity to navigate tour Tanjavur Big Temple. Really, it was a wonderful treat for all of us. Though the wonders nearby, you are not valuing it. That's what you can visit once again to get clarity. That's what.
Yes.
From your thing, motivate us to visit again. Thank you so much.
Definitely. Welcome, sir. When you come here, when you come in a smaller group, if it is possible, you must inform me 4 days or 5 days earlier, so that I can plan myself to stay in Tanjavur. I can take you around and explain you in person.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Can you leave your contact number?
Definitely, sir. It is there in my.
So it is with the Lakshman, sir. We can get it. It is with me also. We will share it, sir. No problem.
Thank you.
Otherwise, write it down. I can give my number. 9442641747. 9442641747.
41747.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir. We will move on to the next 2 minutes. Kindly wait, sir. Few more minutes. We will complete the thing.
Okay.
I call upon Dr. Kevin is there. Not there. Okay, we will move on to the next agenda, the announcement of next week's program. There are a lot of appreciations for you, sir. Rajendran, sir.
Yes, sir.
There are a lot of appreciations for you.
Okay, thank you.
Rajendran, sir, there is in the chat box, there are a lot of appreciation by many people. Shaktivel has from IEI Madurai local center appreciated your work.
Yes, on orally.
And yeah. Sudarshan K. Pabli, advisor, road safety, NHI. He has visited temple long back. A wonderful presentation of minute detailing about the big temple. He has appreciated your work.
Right, sir. Sir, most of the guides, most of the YouTubes are misleading. That's why they are. See, even the movie, the Ponniyin Selvan is a good movie. I mean, good. The whole core is very good, but it is a fiction only. There are some, imaginary characters are there. So the history should not be interpreted in a wrong way. That's very, worry about us. But Mani Ratnam will take care. He won't do that. So because of him, it has become popular world over. Many, I am getting calls, even some of my friends, they said that they wanted my program so that they'll come and visit together with the family. 3 or 4 people come together, families in US, from US. So that Mani Ratnam has done wonders to Tanjavur.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Now, moving on to the next agenda, announcement of next program, the vote of thanks followed by, kindly wait for a few minutes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And this next week's 15/11/2022, that is Tuesday, we have a talk on lean manufacturing industry 4. The talk is going to be delivered by Dr. Vinod, yes, Vinod, Professor, Department of Production Engineering, NIT Tiruchirappalli. And moving on to the next agenda, the vote of thanks, I call upon Engineer Lakshmanan, who was behind this program arrangement with he has licensed with Sir Rajendran sir for today's talk. I call upon Engineer Lakshmanan sir for his vote of thanks, sir. Over to Mr. Lakshmanan, Engineer Lakshmanan. He was secretary, former secretary of
Sir, I thank for beautifully explaining the architectural marvel of Tamil people, Rajendran, Rajaraja Cholan, Tamil king, Tamil emperor. Sir has given a beautiful explanation and the construction details from engineering point of view. This is very much useful. Incidentally, last week, 3/11 was the Sadayam Vila.
Sadaya Vila.
Yes, in Tanjavur.
Yes,
by the time I was there, I went to the, after it, I took a leave and went to the, after fixing this lecture program. This incidentally matches very close to that date.
Sir, 2019, I was given an award on Sadaya Vila, Maman and Rajarajan Virudu, government from Tamil Nadu government, 2019.
Congrats, sir. Congrats. I saw your profile. I saw it, sir. Thank you, sir. Nice, sir. Nice to hear it, sir.
Thanks for giving an opportunity to get your lecture, the Institution of Engineers. Sir, thank you very much.
Welcome,
big
sir.
Thanks to you, sir.
It's my pleasure, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So, with the permission of Rajendran sir, other dignitaries, we will call out the day, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Rajendran sir, very nice.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
We enjoyed our program, sir. You took a lot of pain in explaining minute things. We are very happy, sir. Good night, everyone, sir. We will call upon.
Good night.
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Good night, sir. Thank you. Thank you.